Okay, worksheet 21. All right, now this comes from doing, it's section 11.2, which we haven't done yet. But 11.2 has this whole long calculation, okay? And this just does the calculation part of it. After you get used to doing the calculation when we're actually in 11.2, then we can know what to do with this number right here. Right now, I'm just telling it to you. It doesn't have a purpose. But when we're in 11.2, it will. This is just practice on getting that number. All right, the problem has to give you these. Okay, it has to give you, this is the observed and this is the expected. So if I'm some sort of employer and I would expect that people are going to miss like 12 per day, I'll be missing 12 people each day that people show up for work. I expect it to be spread out equally, but it isn't because a whole bunch of people miss on Mondays and Fridays and not so much in the middle of the week. Okay. So that's where they're coming from. I, as the employer, expect to be all nice and even, and in real life, it's observed to not be that way. So, but that problem has to give you those numbers, and then you fill in this whole chart. Observed minus expected, 15 minus 12, 12 minus 12, 9 minus 12, 9 minus 12, 15 minus 12. Okay, and this looks a little like that standard deviation formula. I end up doing a lot of the same stuff. Observed minus expected squared. 3 squared is 9, 0 squared is 0. Negative 3 squared is positive 9. Anytime you square a negative, you get a positive. Negative 3 squared is 9, 3 squared is 9. Then it says add up all of those numbers. 9 plus 0 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, 36. And then it says I'm supposed to take what I got in my previous line and divide by the expected. And I'll have to decide which one. The expecteds are all the same number. And this is the number 3. This is the number that we're going to work on and what we're supposed to do with that number when we get into 11.2. Let's do another one. Okay, now this one I had all the stuff in the notes and then it doesn't even add up. Okay, this is 7 days a week and this was, homework per night. Okay, you'd expect people to work on homework evenly throughout the week, but they don't. So I had to change these numbers so it added up to 49. I'd expect if it was going to add up to 49 to spread it out equally at 7 per night, but it isn't. Okay, it somehow or other tapers off on the weekends. All right, so anyway, I'm going to do observed minus expected. So 10 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 10 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 5 minus 7, 5 minus 7, 5 minus 7. Square all of those. Remember, negative times negative is positive. Add all of those up. So that'll be 12 plus 18, that's 30. And then take that number and divide by my expected. 30 divided by 7. Okay, 4.28. What it says? Yeah. Okay. All right, so that would be some number that I'm going to get in 11.2, same as the 3 was some number I'm going to get for section 11.2. I'm going to compare it to some other number and come up with a decision. But worksheet 21 has you just figuring out how to get that number.